Hi there, welcome back to Middle Age Runner. I'm Amit, and today I'm going to talk about the Runner app from the perspective of a middle-aged runner. After 10 years of running, I was pretty sure my fastest days were in the rearview mirror. I'd hit a wall, a plateau, so solid I figured out I'd done getting faster. Honestly, the idea that a running app could change that felt like a joke, but it decided to put Runner to the test. In this video, I'm sharing my unfiltered journey to see if its so-called personalized plans could actually help a 50-something-year runner like me break through, or if it were just another piece of digital hype. Look, when you've been running for a long time, you get set in your ways. You get your roots, your routines, maybe even a few superstitions. Then that was me. For the last 4 years, my race times just completely stalled. My 5K was stuck, my marathon felt stagnant, and just running more wasn't cutting it. I was putting in the miles, but the clock wasn't moving. Frankly, it was getting demoralizing, and the joy was starting to fade. So this is my totally unsponsored review of Runner app. I paid for the subscription myself with one mission: to finally crush my personal best in the 5K and the marathon. I'm going to walk you through everything, the good, the bad, and what genuinely surprised me, to help you figure out if this is the tool you need to smash through your own plateau. To give you some context, let me paint a picture of where I was. I'm 53 years old. Running is my therapy, my escape. I'm not elite by any stretch, just a dedicated, middle-of-the-pack guy who takes it seriously. My 5K PB has been cemented at 27:55 for what felt like forever. My marathon best of 4 hours 47 minutes was a distant memory. I'd run marathons since then, and each one was slower, struggling to each match the previous best. Even though I felt like I was training just as hard, my training, if you could call it that, was completely unstructured. I'd run 4 or 5 times a week, do a longish run on a weekend, and the other runs I'd just go, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, with no real plan. I knew about tempos and intervals, but I was haphazard about them, doing them when I felt like. I was just throwing effort at the wall and hoping something would stick. It wasn't working. I was starting to think my age was finally catching up to me, and this was just my new norm. That's the headspace I was in, and when, out of sheer frustration, I decided to try something completely different. So why Runner? I'd seen it popping up on social media, and the thing that caught my eye wasn't just that it made plans, but that it promised personalized plans. It claimed to be like a coach in your pocket. My skepticism was massive. How could an algorithm get the nuances of a 50-something body? How could it know when to push, when to back off? But just two things won me over. First, the holistic approach. Runner doesn't just spit out running workouts, it integrates strength training and mobility work into your plan. As an older runner, injury prevention is the holy grail, and having strength sessions designed to support my running was a huge draw. The app also offers full Pilates program for runners, which is a fantastic tool for building core strength and stability. Second was the structure. It wasn't just go run 5 miles, it was run 1 mile warm up, then 4 repeats of 800 meters at 730 mile pace with a 400-meter recovery jog. That was the kind of detail my running was missing. So I took a deep breath, pulled out my credit card and signed up, and decided to go all in. Getting started was incredibly simple. The app asks for your goal. I set up plans for a 5K and a marathon. You plug in your current race times to set a baseline, how many days you can run, and your preferred long run day. After I entered my stagnant 27:55 5K, the app immediately populated a full schedule. The layout is clean. Your week is laid out right in front of you. Every run, strength session, and a rest day. Tap a workout and you get the full breakdown. Warm up, main set, and exact paces and cool down. For the strength stuff, you get a list of exercises with video demos, so you're not guessing about your form. My first reaction was, whoa, this is a lot. The variety of runs, easy, tempo, interval, recovery, was almost intimidating compared to my old just run method. But it felt professional, like every single workout had a specific purpose. I committed to the plan for 16 weeks leading up to a marathon with a 5K race scheduled about 10 weeks in. The experience was, and I don't say this lightly, transformative. First off, the personalized pacing is an absolute game changer. The paces are tough, but as I found out, achievable. The app pushes you right to the edge of your comfort zone, which is where the magic happens. Even better, it syncs with my Garmin watch. I started a workout and my watch tells me exactly what to do, buzzing if I'm going too fast or too slow. It took all the mental energy out of pacing. I just had to run. The second huge win was integrated strength training. Twice a week, the app had me doing 30 to 40 minutes focused on legs, core, and glutes. These weren't bodybuilding routines, they were functional workouts to make me a more resilient runner. Within a month, I felt the difference. The little nagging pains I'd gotten used to started to disappear. I felt stronger on the hills and more stable in the last miles of a long run. For runners our age, this is non-negotiable, and Runner bakes it right in. Finally, the flexibility is a lifesaver. Life happens. You can easily drag and drop workouts to different days. If a meeting runs late, you can swap your hard workout with a rest day without derailing the entire week. That adaptability makes it so much easier to stay consistent, which is the real secret sauce. Okay, it's not perfect. Let's get into the downsides. The most obvious one is the price. It's about $15.99 a month or $99 for a year, so it's not free. You have to be ready to get your money's worth. But when you compare that to the hundreds you could be spent on personal coach, it starts to look pretty reasonable. My other small gripe was that some of the initial paces felt spicy. There was a tempo run in week 3 that just about killed me. The app does ask for feedback and claims to adjust, but those first few weeks were a bit of a shock to the system. You have to trust the process, but also listen to your body and be willing to dial it back if something feels way off. It's a smart algorithm, but it can't read your mind. So, that's my breakdown of the good and not so good. I'm really curious where one feature you can't live without in a running app. Drop a comment below and let me know. If you're finding this review helpful, do me a favor and tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, this is what all it comes down to. Did it actually work? Did the skeptical plateaued 53-year-old runner get any faster? Test number 1, the 5K race 10 weeks into the plan. My old PB was 27:55. I lined up feeling strong but nervous. I trusted the pacing, pushed hard in that last kilometer and glanced at my watch as I crossed the line, 24:30. I shattered my personal best by over 3 minutes. I was floored, but the big test was the marathon. The goal was to beat 4:47. Training had been tough but consistent, and I felt more prepared on the start line than ever before. Marathons are always a grind, but the first time I felt strong deep into the final 10K, right where I usually fall apart. The final time, 4 hours 19 minutes, a massive 28-minute PB. The feeling wasn't just happiness, it was pure, undiluted joy. After years of going backwards, I was finally moving forward again. So, who should actually download this app? From my experience, Runner is perfect for the experienced runner who feels stuck. If you've been at it for years and your times have flatlined, the structure and the smart program could be exactly what you need. It's also great for the busy, data-loving runner who needs a flexible but clear plan to follow. And most importantly, I think it's exceptionally good for the middle-aged runner, the focus or holistic training, blending running with strength and mobility. It is precisely what we need to stay healthy and keep chasing goals for years to come. Who is it not for? If you're a casual runner just looking to track your miles with no interest in specific workouts, it's probably overkill. There are simpler free apps that do that just fine. I started this journey as a total skeptic and ended as a true believer. Runner gave me structure, accountability, and intelligent programming. My runner desperately needed. It made me run with purpose, tackle the hard workouts I was avoiding, and build strength I was neglecting. It taught me that my fastest days aren't necessarily behind me. It proved that with smarter training, not just harder training, getting faster after 50 is absolutely possible. That plateau I thought was permanent wall, it was just a door. And for me, Runner was the key. So, is the Runner app worth it for a middle-aged runner trying to break through? For me, that's a resoundingly, unequivocally yes. It's an investment based on my new PBs, pays off big time. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. If there's anything else that you wish to add, please do add it to the comments. Thank you, and I'll speak to you on the next one.